Alright, let's dive into the facts of the Alabama Senate race. Um, right here, we have this one guy, cucked by Trump, apparently. He, on the 10th, a few days before the election was the 12th, on the 10th, he came out and said this post right here within his post. Are you guys ready for the fake poll on the last day? They could do polling saying Moore is down 6 points, question mark. It's going to come out like clockwork tomorrow on Monday. They've already found pre-marked Jones ballots. They're going to try to steal this. That's the consensus too, is that, they rigged the 2016 election, and failed actually. Rigged it against Bernie and it worked in California. Let's show that really quick. Stanford studies Bernie. That's when I was following Bernie. Of course, Bernie 2016 election. Right here. You'll see the study anywhere. There's actually two independent studies of this. The odds Hillary winning are 1 in 77 billion. Says Berkeley, which is highly liberal, obviously we've learned, and Stanford. I thought it was two different Stanford studies, but it could have been Berkeley and then Stanford independent studies. Probability of this happening was 1 in 77 billion. Statistically impossible. You could find this anywhere and everywhere. I was following the 2016 election. I wanted Bernie, and he got cheated out. Basically, a bunch of counties where electronic systems were happened to be voting Hillary heavily, and so Bernie got screwed out of all those, and then Bernie won all the hand ballots. So let's see right here. This guy calls it. He says the fake poll's going to come out on the last day. And that's what happened. Fox News was the one that actually did it, saying that Jones is up 10 points now. And actually more, you can see right here, this is the consensus leading into the election, is that Moore was up 9 points because just a few days before, Gloria Allred, I believe her name is, she's the one that had that yearbook, basically came out and said that she lied about it and only signed certain parts of the yearbook. Well, she didn't lie about it. She just signed certain parts of the yearbook. It's like, why fabricate anything at all? Why not just tell the truth? She had in Roy Moore's signature, it said DA, even though he was a deputy district attorney at the time. That would have been DDA, but she signed DA. And it looked like Ray Moore, too. But yeah, there's a lot of different issues with it. Even, I guess, like the sevens were messed up, but not his handwriting. Anyway, a lot of flaws. But let's just assume that's true, whatever. Alright, so what I tell you, he actually posted this. So this was 1 day ago, and then he did this 4 days ago. Let me refresh this here. 8 days ago. So, and then this is 1 day ago from 8 days ago. So, on the 11th, the day before, pre-marked ballots, 6 times higher than average absentee ballot requests, and now a fake poll. He pretty much called it. He said this was going to happen. It actually did happen. So he submitted this post and then gave this screenshot on the 11th. So the post is on the 10th, this one within. This came out on the 11th, and then he just reposted this on the 11th, stating that, he called it ahead of time. He knew it was happening. A lot of people knew it was going to happen, but here, let's see what happened here. Let's go on to the next tab. So this is just kind of showing that the sample ballots have been marked for Doug Jones in a judge's office. So I think it's just a little sketchy. 10 or 15 ballots that were marked, while Tatum said that there were more than 10, although he didn't count them. So some conflicting information there. But either way, I think the consensus between the two is that there were pre-marked ballots. And then, so it's kind of stating this guy's information here. He's just a poster that he was right. And then let's go on to this site where I found absentee ballots had a surge in their accounts. So where was it? Yeah, 650. Madison County went from 650 absentee ballot requests in September to 3,400, 3,411 right there. So in a special election. So how does that jump that significantly? 5 times. So, you know, this guy maybe exaggerated by a number. 6 times higher. 5 times, but it's just one county, you know. So it's just kind of showing that this is true, this is happening, you know. So let's see. All right, we'll go on to the next one. Oh, this is a joy right here. So Supreme Court for Alabama blocks digital ballot preservation in the 11th hour. So right as all the counts are coming in, they're like, oh hey, we're just gonna delete all of the electronic voting records. So that sounds legit right there. Nothing wrong with that. Let me see, I'm gonna restart this video. This one's pretty cool.
All these folks here, why are you excited to see this victory?
Because we came here all the way from different parts of the country as part of our fellowship, and all of us mentioned to bring
Different parts of the country.
and we got a boy elected. Let's go!
Very happy people, young and
Different parts of the country. For an Alabama election, that's interesting. Because they're all coming back from out of state. Coming in from Georgia, Mississippi, Tennessee, they're making multi-posts on Reddit, in Georgia's subreddit, in Mississippi, Tennessee. How are they going to get there? Don't worry about it. It sounds like voter fraud. Let's see. Thousands of Alabama felons registered to vote in a last-minute push. There you go. Hey, sign right here. You know, Doug Jones. Yeah, there you go. We'll bring the ballots to you. That way you can vote. I wish people could bring ballots to me when I'm ready to vote. Oh, that's weird. Interesting. Thousands of felons.
Long lines out here. Since 7 this morning.
And you came out and saw the long line, you decided to come back.
Yeah. Decided to come back and vote a couple times.
Decided to come back
I
and
think
vote?
that's against the law, but it's okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks, Ron, very
Couple
much.
times.
Yeah, bye.
Pretty sure it's against the law. Is there anything more here? No.
Subscribe.
Okay. And then, let's see. Yeah, this is pretty much that post. Screenshot of that post. So inside here, you know, if you need transportation, we have buses available. Call this number, you know, you type that in Google, that exact number, Warren for Prez, that's posting in multiple different Reddits. You can see right here at the top, Mississippi, Georgia, Tennessee over here on the right, you know, and they all have that number. Well, this one doesn't have that number, but same guy posting, this one has the number in it, and then you look that up. Contact the Democrats. Democrats.org. Weird. Why? African Americans in Mississippi, African Americans in Georgia. And it's interesting that they, yeah, because right here, look down here. So these are the numbers of black men and women that voted for Doug Jones over Roy Moore. So 92%, 97%. Maybe they just really like the guy, or maybe they really think that all Republicans are racist, or, you know, maybe they thought that a yearbook signing meant that Roy Moore had sex with some underage girl. I don't know. I have no clue. I have no clue what people are thinking. But interesting numbers to go along with what happened leading up to the election. Oh, there it is. People from out of state can't come to Alabama to vote, can they? Don't worry about it. Yeah, that's a little weird. It's a little weird. And then I went ahead here. 202-863-8000. 202-863-8000. You type that into Google, it gives you Democrats.org. I mean, sure, you could say that someone just planted this guy there on Reddit in 3 different states. But people were saying that, you know, they were coming in by the bus loads. Pretty much where this guy's, wait, where is that? This guy's saying, where is it? If you need transportation, we have buses available. So I don't know if there's I just remember during election day, everyone was talking about how there's tons of buses coming in, busloads of people. Let's see, Alabama, Senate, bus loads of people. Let's see if anything comes up. See, like, it was coming up all over Reddit. These fact checker websites, oh my god, they're the worst. They are the worst. If they were legit, it'd be nice, but so much bias. Let's see. Let's see what this one says. Let's see, this guy's linking a Reddit post saying that he saw busloads of people coming in. Maybe this is what I saw. I don't know. It's possible I saw it. Oh, look, yeah, I up arrowed it orange. So it's, yeah, I saw this. I don't know if it's entirely true. Let's dig down on this post a little bit here. Okay, this guy is calling him out on his bullshit. That's the great thing about this community here. Even if we hear some bias that works for us, some of it can be called out very easily. These people don't fall for it. Saw 0 buses. So, I don't know, it's just what people are saying. I mean, maybe someone did legitimately make these posts in all 3 of these states. I think this is
Why are you excited
still
to
though.
see Missouri?
Because we came here all the way from different parts of the country as part of our fellowship.
These guys all have the same
And
sign
all of us
too.
get to
I don't
vote
know.
and canvass together.
Is that legit?
And we got
It might be.
elected. Let's go!
This guy's saying that they came in from other parts of the country. How does he know that? Like, 2 people used to live in Alabama, maybe 3 or something like that, and people just unite and they're like, hey, let's all go there. Now we can speak on national television, say we came in from all parts of the country to get our boy elected. It's possible, I guess. But this is pretty interesting though. Like, why would you purge the rolls? And that's another thing too. I don't think I had this in here. Where's that? Nah, see, look. There's one last thing I want to show you. So they purged the election results for the electronic voting. Doug Jones. Roy Moore. Results. Versus other Republican. Wait, 600,000 votes. So basically there's 600,000 votes missing from some pretty nice. I'll click this Reddit post, but I don't know if it's going to have the side-by-side data that I was looking for. Let's see what this guy has. Here we go. All right. So right away you can see sessions versus figures. These are past elections here. So 1.3 million Republican votes. 1.3 million for Trump versus Clinton. And then when Sessions left the seat, it became this election right here. Roy Moore versus Doug Jones. And then bam. We lost 600,000 votes. Republicans lost 600,000 votes right there. So you pair that with this article where Supreme Court blocks digital ballot preservation in the last hour. So be interesting to know how many of these blue counties right here are electronic voting systems. I don't know. It could be legit though. But That's the right-winger's point of view of potential election tampering. You know, and then let's just remember that election tampering is not 1 in 77 billion chance for Bernie to lose to Hillary in California counties. Just gotta remember that stuff. And then once it comes up in Alabama's election, you know, then you're starting to remove those digital records. I don't know. Maybe it's conspiracy. Maybe all that is just a bunch of garbage. Maybe 600,000 Republicans didn't like Roy Moore. I mean, he was kind of preaching more than talking policy, but I don't know. I don't think that they'd concede that state to a Democrat so easily anyway. But especially in 2016, 2017. I don't know. Just my thoughts.